What's going on, Bird Game? Philly Carnage here, coming back, episode 2 of the Green Bay Packers Rebuild. As we remember last year, we finished off 10-6, and if I remember correctly, we got bounced in the NFC Championship game. So, with that, we're currently sitting 84 overall, 84 offense, 85 defense, and, we're just pretty much trying to look to see what we can do, uh, to improve the team. And before we get into free agency here, don't forget to hit that like button. We're trying to hit 25 likes here on this video. Let's see if we can make it happen. But like I said, as we're gonna get in here to free agency, we'll take a look here at the general squad. Uh, Jordan Love there, that superstar. So, definitely we could look somewhere here on the offensive line. We could look for a wide receiver too. I'm pretty happy here with Aaron Jones and AJ Dillon as our running backs. Defensively, still could look at coming in here, the middle of our linebacking core, even though Chris Barnes has been improving very nicely. And we got Dean Lowry, who came on, late towards the end of the year. So with that, we'll come in free agency, but we have no money. So as it would be nice to, bring in like a Will Fuller, uh, Michael Gallup, even bring in old man Antonio Brown, that we're gonna have to sit this one out. All right, so here we are kicking off the draft, and we got the number 3 pick with that trade to send Aaron Rodgers out of here. So before we even get up here, we'll kind of take a look here at uh the draft board. Derek Stingley would be absolutely fantastic to add to that defense. Even Zach Pickens, some other guys, George Pickens, George Karlaftis, Zach Harrison. If you want to see what they can do, go check out the Patriots rebuild for George Karlaftis and the Steelers rebuild for Zach Harrison, who they come out to be an absolute monster. So, my thoughts are, we could go Damon Clark, depending if Stingley is already out of here by the time it gets to pick 3. So with that, we're just gonna kind of go through the picks here as Derek Stingley goes number 1, 80 overall to Philly. So that's gonna change a little bit. Kayvon Thibodeau goes to Miami. So like I was saying, with that, we're pretty set here at corner, even though Kyle Hamilton looks absolutely fantastic. Uh, my thoughts are, do we take the opportunity to hope that Damon Clark is still there at pick 30? Or do we grab him here because we know by then, like a guy like Kyle Hamilton won't be there, on the comeback. So, I'm not going to think much about it. We want to add to that defense. We want to add to our, secondary. Kyle Hamilton, 21 years old, out of Notre Dame, 75 overall, number 12 in true talent, hidden dev, 92 speed. 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 76 zone. The awareness sitting there at 79 will be absolutely huge whenever it comes to, getting in there and getting, first team reps. So with our second pick, yes, our linebacker was not there. Even Papio was gone as well. But we took Justin Ross, 6'4", 210, physical archetype out of Clemson, 75 overall, hidden dev, number 11 in true talent. And I mean, yes, the speed's not there. But other than that, the stats look pretty much look fantastic. Nice little slot receiver there. And I wouldn't even say little. He's 6'4". But if we can go ahead and get his speed up there, faster than, normal, that would be absolutely huge. And he would fit in fantastically with Devontae Adams, Amari Rodgers, and MVS. So as we finished up the draft, we got Kyle Hamilton, Justin Ross. Then we went right guard Darian Kennard, a 71 overall hidden dev. Oh, very nice to, fix that one of the positions that we were of need of in there at the right side of the offensive line with the center, the right guard, and the right tackle. Then we went Henry To'oto, don't know how to say his name, but 72 overall, normal dev, but it kind of is what it is. Bryce Thompson there, 67 overall corner. Jalen Redmond, 63 overall left end. Troy Wakefield, 60 overall center. And then we went with the man, Joe Milton, out of Michigan as our backup quarterback. And with bringing in him, there's a good chance that we could actually start looking at running some of the option plays as 93 throw power, and he has that 85 speed, 85 acceleration. So here we are getting ready to kick off week 1, and we're in 85 across the board. So I mean, just kind of taking a look here at the general depth chart. So everything for the most part stayed the same. I do want to get Kennard up there in that starting position. That way we can at least figure out his dev trait a little bit quicker. And I mean, for the most part, we know that it's going to end up being at minimum a star dev trait. So he needs what, 350 more snaps, 352 to be exact. So we'll be able to get him in there and get him involved as defensively. Adrian Amos is getting up there in age, I believe. Wrong player. I don't want Kevin King, but Adrian Amos, he's 28. So my thoughts, I want to get Hamilton up in there. So we're gonna come here and we're going to put Hamilton in here as our sub linebacker, and then keep everything the same. Let's get Justin Ross up there in the slot. That way we can get him a little more involved as well, as we've already lost John Runyon, not the real John Runyon from Philly, but another John Runyon that we added to our practice squad since we needed some to cut some guys. So getting in here week 1 against the San Francisco 49ers, and we get a 42-17 victory, and we already have a chance for a breakout player. MVS has the chance, I believe, to go up to a star dev. So if we can get that, that wide receiver room's looking pretty good, and he only needs 2 touchdowns or 100 yards receiving. So we're sitting 1-0 as everyone gets their upgrades since we got that victory. And we're gonna sim this up. I haven't decided on what game we're gonna come in, but we get a 38-35 victory, and there we go. We got MVS up to a star dev trait right now. Gets that extra 5,000 experience points. So the team's starting to come along as far as dev traits. Remember last season we couldn't hit one to save our life. So already coming out there and getting that one is absolutely huge, as might as well just get in here and import the 2023 draft class. So week 3, we're coming in here against the divisional rivals, the Chicago Bears, both sitting 2-0, and we get absolutely destroyed 40-14. Should be an easy win here against Pittsburgh, but we know how that always works. And it honestly would not surprise me if we somehow come away with a loss. And what I said, there we go, 20-16. We suffered a loss as we got Dallas this week, who are 1-3. But we're able to get a victory, 22-19, and we get Chris Barnes coming in there as NFC Defensive Player of the Week, 13 tackles, 1 sack, and an interception, which is absolutely huge because he's not in there as our sub linebacker. So whatever he's out there doing, he's doing right, as we're going to get Kyle Hamilton up here, get him up to a 77. He's already a scheme fit, so that is huge for us. And Justin Ross, we want to get him to scheme fit. That way we can get him that extra experience as he gets that +1 catching, +2 deep route, and +1 medium route. As all the other guys are pretty much just upgrading as they have been, and improving the way that they should be. As we'll get in here, we'll sim up this game against the Saints, who has had our number so far during this rebuild, the 2 times that we have played them, and we'll get into week 7 and check out our contracts. So as normal, we fall short to the New Orleans Saints. Not sure what it is, but we can't find a way to, take them down. As we got some contracts, take a look here. Jair Alexander wants $113 million over the next 6 years. So we're going to try to pay that. Gonna try to get him locked up here. And there we do. We got him locked up. Ellington, he's only 25. And as always, we want to run our offensive lineman into the ground, as it's gonna be tough because we're running out of money now. After getting those 2 guys locked up, we're good on the right guard. So I'm not too big on signing Lucas. I want to get Chris Barnes locked up if we're able to, even if we have to bump that up to a 5-year deal. See if he'll take this and we don't have enough salary. So the salary cap's unable there. So Preston Smith, J.K. Scott. Can we somehow pull a deal with J.K.? Contract length works. So we'll have to at least come back for him. So it's not looking good as far as middle linebacker, just because now we'll have to go and try to find a way to get Chris Barnes re-signed. As I'm not even worried about that. We're gonna pull our offer for J.K. Scott. Might as well just pull it here for Lucas Patrick, and once these guys as well, we'll pull that. Let's see if we just offer. I mean, so we can't even do that with Chris Barnes. So it's going to be interesting to see what we can do there. See, is there somehow we can pull a trade off, free up some cap, because the Packers, their cap situation here in the future isn't the greatest. As we'll take a look here, we can. This dude doesn't even play, so we can go ahead and cut him. Freed up 78. Yeah, this will be all behind the scenes stuff. So I was messing around, and since we weren't going to be able to re-sign Preston Smith, I just looked around, see what teams were interested, and I just threw in a 2022 third round pick and a 2023 fourth rounder, and the Buffalo Bills accepted. So with that gives us a little more money, as we're just going to get in here and get through the scouting, sim up this game here against the Minnesota Vikings, get past the trade deadline, and let's see. Let's take a look here now to kind of see where we want to look at to come in. We got a 3 divisional game here stretch here. We just finished up the Bengals, so maybe we'll come in there and take on Joe Burrow. See if we can come away and get a victory against them. So either week 14, or depending on how these 3 games here finish out, we'll decide if we're going to come in, either 13 to 15. That'll be one of the deciding factors. Depending on this 3-game stretch here, we'll decide on when we decide to hop in and play. So we got the victory against the Vikings, as we're taking on the 4-3 Chicago Bears, and we get a 38-35 victory. We're not gonna be able to re-sign anybody for the team. So it kind of sucks, because Chris Barnes is up to a 78 overall, as we had a weekly player, Adrian Amos, 14 tackles and a interception that game. So like I said, it's gonna come down to this here final game here. See if we can come away victorious against the Lions, where we just went, and we did. We went on a 3-game winning streak against the division to help get us up to a 6-3 overall, as we got a 6-3 battle here against the Los Angeles Rams and then the Cardinals. So as of right now, it's kind of looking like we're going to come in there that week 14 game against the Bengals. So we got a 33-28 victory against the Rams, as we're taking on the 4-6 Arizona Cardinals. We lose 17-10. So, I mean, just kind of looking at it here at the playoff picture, we are currently sitting at the number 3 seed. And, I mean, just imagine, Philly was the worst team in the league last year, and now they're currently sitting at the number 1 seed. So, I guess adding a true number 2 corner to the outside with big play Slay is, really what was needed as we're gonna sim up here against the Lions, and we absolutely destroy them 56-14 as Jordan Love comes away 25 of 31, 277, and 6 touchdown passes. So, like I said, we're gonna come in here against the Cincinnati Bengals, who are sitting at, 4-8. So, I mean, not the greatest. We're currently, first in the division again. We got a 2-game lead on the Bears. So, hopefully, we can extend this lead and try to improve to 9-4 on the year. So, here we are getting ready to receive the first half kickoff against the Cincinnati Bengals, which if you haven't yet, be sure to go check out that rebuild that I just completed on them right before the Packers rebuild. It'll be up there, the top right-hand corner in the little notification thingy. So, yeah, like I said, be sure to check that out. As we're going to start this game off, we're going to come out passing. Don't really know what they have going for them, but, I don't think that they've been able to really build their outside corners, as we're just going to take off with Jordan Love here, try to get a block, able to get one, and we're just going to pop outside. Get a 30-yard rush to start the game with Jordan Love, as we'll take a look here, see what the next gen stats have to say, as we are blowing, Matt LaFleur's rushing objective out of the water with 13, almost 1,400 yards, as we had all but 6 seconds behind the line of scrimmage, and Jordan Love all but able to, well, not even all but he was able to hit 20 mile an hour on that scramble. So here at the 8-yard line, we're going to try some Packer slants, try to hit Devontae Adams across the middle, and they drop back just enough as we're just going to roll right, and we're just going to take it with Jordan Love as he gets in untouched. Let's try to jump up here, celebrate with the crowd here in Sin City, as they're probably just going to shove us away, as they do. But hey, nothing like go. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Dean Lowry there for the fumble recovery as we got to Joe Burrow. Let's go. Untouched as he just comes up in the middle. Joe Burrow unable to hold on that ball, and somehow Dean Lowry, they're able to go ahead and pick up the ball as it sets us up right outside of the red zone. As we're just going to kind of look to see what we have. We have Devontae Adams. Can we fit it in there? We do. And Devontae gets down here to the 4-yard line as Jordan Love, 2 for 3, 43 yards. And he has what? 2 for 38 rushing, as we're going to try, just the pitch pass out to the outside. See if we can take it with Aaron Jones. If we can get that block, we don't need to. We can just cut it up and get in for an easy touchdown. So here back on defense, trying to come away with another turnover if possible. We're just gonna, shade over top, see what we can do here as we get the club rush. We're able to get, a little bit of the shed, but he's able to dump it off to Joe Mixon, who picks up 11 on the play. As we're a little over halfway through the third quarter, and we're just trying to figure something out, trying to get off the field again, trying to get more points on the board. As we're able to get the speed rush, and Joe Mixon just shoved us on our ass. That's not good. We don't want to let Joe. Wow. They went for that. They decided to actually go for that. Come on, Amos. They actually went for a 4th and 2 to throw it. But Adrian Amos was there to pick off the punter as we get the ball back here. Still in the first quarter, as there's a chance that we could have Devontae Adams here wide open. As we're just going to drop back. They send the blitz. We don't have him, so we're just going to dump it down here. MVS gets that ball. Robert Tunyon able to get in there on the block, but we're unable to find any more of an opening. So, we're just down here right outside of the red zone. We could not get the play off. Just trying to get a quick play, trying to get a little cheese play. I mean, not really even a cheese play, but just trying to run the ball there. Try to pick up a few yards before the end of the first quarter. As there we go. Oh, come on. Hold that block. 2nd and 5, able to pick up 5 there, so I'm good with that. As we're just going to go some halfback power G, see if we can find a way to get on the outside and maybe, just maybe take this to the house. As we're able to get around, we're able to pick up that first down. Aaron Jones, 4 for 26. And how did we not get that first down? So we're just going to hit it right back to him. Aaron Jones now over 1,000 yards on the season. We're just going to try some, outside here. Once again, he's in, able to get a touchdown. Let's get a little signature move here. See what we're working with as he tries to punch a Bengals player. I don't think that's allowed, Aaron. But hey, let's extend this lead to 21. So here we are, 3rd and 17, trying to get a stop here. As we're able to get back there. Can we? No, come on. Ooh, all right. He's short. He is short. Hold him to 3. But who knows? They might decide they're going to go for this. As they're pretty much going to run this down here to the end of the first half. So we're here, 3rd and 13, just trying to get a stop here, trying to not let them go ahead and pick it up. And we get the sack. Let's go Julian Redmond there on the sack. Hold him to another 3-point attempt. As, we've had 4 sacks this game, which we hit the game day goal. So that's always a plus. And that's extra boost to the defense whenever it comes to experience points, especially for some of these young guys that are going to have to come in and step in big time for Preston Smith and Chris Barnes once he ends up leaving in free agency. So we're able to go ahead and get a solid return here up to what? The 31? All right. I'll go with that. But let's try to see what we can get working on offense here. As, they got a lot of, handoffs. So let's just try to fake him out here early on by handing the ball off here to A.J. Dillon. Let him get some touches just on the little fullback dive as he able to get a decent-sized hole. Pick up a 5 there on the play. And if we can get a hurry up, we're going to try to just hit him again. That way we can go ahead and just get him that big 10. Oh, and he gets more than just that 5 that he needed to hit 10. He's up 2 for 15 on the ground, for the game. He doesn't get the ball much, so he's happy with pretty much every touch and every opportunity that he gets. As, we're just trying to find something, maybe try to find deep to Devontae Adams. I'd like to get Justin Ross involved, as we should have him here. No, that's MVS. MVS able to almost pick up a first down as we're sitting here at 2nd and 1. Let's go halfback slip screen, as it looks like they're appearing to hit the blitz, and they are. So we can dump it off and able to get to it just enough as Aaron Jones able to pick up a sizable gain and get us a first down. So Justin Ross should be here in the slot, the Y. So let's try to hit him. He's there, able to hold on to it. That big frame, able to even roll up over him and get it close to another first down as we're sitting here at 2nd and inches. And that's his first catch of the game. Like I said, I want to get him more involved. As we're going to hit the 0-1 trap, and Aaron Jones is off almost to the races as we're just going to burn this down here to the 4th quarter. So here it looks like they're kind of set for the run. We're going to just audible out, see if we can hit Devontae Adams as he comes across here. And we can get him. And we got the toes down. We got the toes down. Devontae Adams in for the touchdown, giving him a little shake. Just adding to pissing off the opposing team. What a throw by Jordan Love. Oh, and they're taking it to the booth. They are taking this to the booth. Oh, he had possession. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's a catch. That is a catch. Let's go. Keep us that touchdown on the board. As it stands. And Aaron Jones is off to the races. Can we get a little dead leg? We can. But I mean, we took it 55 yards on that play to get him up over 100 yards. I'll take it. Get a little bit of next gen here to pretty much end out this game, as we'll see, what they got going for them. As we're able to pick up the blocks, correctly. Almost got stopped there, but Aaron Jones able to make the best of it. Hits that max 21 mile an hour as far as next gen actually calculates, and gets almost 68 yards from the time he touched that ball. If we lose out, and it's not looking good as we start the losing streak by losing 27-24 to the Vikings, as we get a win, and that locked us up. We got us in the playoffs here as we take a 36-29 victory over the Baltimore Ravens. The general manager wants to congratulate us on, punching the ticket to the playoffs. As we get a week 17 game here, they want to ask us about rest of start. And of course, it's a game where we have a chance for Jordan Love to go up to X Factor. Needs 350 total yards, rushing or passing, 4 touchdowns, and needs to get the victory. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to go and take this into the sim and hope for the best and see if somehow he can come away with getting that dev trait against the 5-10 Seattle Seahawks. So we simmed it up. We got a 42-27 victory against the Seahawks, and there we go. Jordan Love is now an X Factor. So with that, Jordan Love comes away with NFC Offensive Player of the Week, 1927, 396, 4 touchdown passes, a sack, and he even ran the ball once for 8 yards. And we can go ahead, we can finish up, just hit the upgrades, as Justin Ross is up there to an 80 overall already. And we got new abilities here for Jordan Love. He comes away with Omaha. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. Sleight of hand, spin cycle, definitely not gonna be rocking that. Let's go tight out. And Klutz, red zone Deadeye. We'll go with Gunslinger. And eventually here, once we get to 90 overall Field General, we'll be able to go ahead and unlock Hot Route Master, or, same thing with a bunch of the other ones. Just get those unlocked. Right now, he'll just be protected. So we finished off 11-5, another division victory. As we'll take a look here at the sets, we were the 3rd overall offense and the 22nd defense, as Jordan Love, 4,300 yards, 35 touchdowns to 13 interceptions. Rushing wise, Aaron Jones, 13 for 16 touchdowns. A.J. Dillon even coming in 3 and 7. And then even Kalen Hill, 1 for 3. So, those guys are out there getting their reps. Receiving wise, Devontae Adams, 11 and 11. MVS, 10 and 6. Justin Ross, almost 7 and 6. And Robert Tonyan coming in with 6 and 5. So, they're out there, they're getting their work, as Kevin King led the way, 95 tackles, 2 TFLs, 3 interceptions. Sack-wise, we had Kenny Clark with 10. Chris Barnes with 5.5. Jalen Redmond as the rookie coming in with 5. So that's definitely a good pickup to have. As interceptions-wise, Adrian Amos led the way with 4, and one of those 4 came off a punter. As one full season that Jair Alexander has played for us in the rebuild, comes away with 2 interceptions, so not as locked down as we would like, as we got the San Francisco 49ers here in the wild card round. And we'll come in here, we'll take a look at the team, see what they're rocking with, as George Kittle and Nick Bosa as their superstar X factors, Fred Warner, Trent Williams, Kyle Juszczyk, Aaron Armstrong, and Jaquez Tart as their superstars. We are a 2 overall favorite in this game. So, we know how the Madden sim is. Anything can happen, as we're here in Lambeau and we got the ball first to try to come away with points, and we are in the red zone and we come away with only 3. Can the defense do enough to make a stand? And they do. We got the ball back. We're in the red zone, 10-0 here in the second quarter, as we're back in the red zone trying to go up 17-0, as it's 17-3 as the second quarter is coming down 24-3. And here in the second half, we got the ball. We're just, pretty much handing the ball back and forth between each other. 24-10. The Niners are bringing it close, 24-17. We need a stop. The Niners come back and tied the ball game up, as we're down here under 2 minutes to go, as we're in the red zone, and we're able to come away with a touchdown. 1 minute left to go. Can the defense withstand a game-winning drive? And they do. We get a 31-24 victory over the San Francisco 49ers, as Jordan Love, 354, 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones, 17 for 50. Davante Adams, 5 for 49. And MVS, 5 for 43. So I guess we never looked at this to go. We did come in at the number 2 seed. So we're facing off against my Philadelphia Eagles here in the divisional round of the playoffs, which luckily they came in and they beat the Saints. So that is one team that we do not have to worry about going forward, as, don't do that. We want to come in here. We want to check out Philly, as we're a 7-point overall favorite. And, Philly doesn't really have much. They got Fletch. There's their lone X factor. Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, Derek Stingley, who we were going to take here in the draft, but they got him there at number 1. Jason Kelsey and Big Play Slay. So hopefully, as much as I hate to do it, hopefully we can come away and whoop up on the Eagles here in Lambeau and try to come away with another victory, as we got the ball first, and never mind. We did not get the ball first. Philly did, but we're able to make a stop. They end up going down the field on their second position to get 7, and so far we can't do anything. 14-0 Philly, 17-0, as we're slowly getting down in the red zone, and we're able to come away with 3, 17-3, 24-3 here in the first half, and it is not looking good for the Green Bay Packers, as it's a 31-3 ball game, and we're just trying to do something. Try to make this a little bit of a game, because it's not looking good here in the fourth quarter, and it's 38-3. 2 minutes to go, and let's just come in. There's no way we're gonna win this game. Try to come in, at least get some points on the board, as we could have Justin Ross there on the outside, depending on the safety. We don't. Robert Tonyan, we got hit. 31 seconds to go in the ball game. Pretty much drop back, try to find somebody, toss it up. Robert Tonyan. Oh, Justin Ross able to come down with it. Down, call the timeout to the 25-yard line. As we're right here. If we're not in the red zone, we're right outside, and we're at the 25-yard line, trying to come away somehow with a touchdown. Robert Tonyan. All right, so we at least got something to be respected on here in the game, as we suffer the loss. Not where we want it to be, but we end up falling short to Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles, as Jalen Hurts put up 387 and 5 touchdowns on the 22nd ranked defense in the NFL, and Jordan Love only able to come away 205, 1 touchdown. Aaron Jones 14-44, Davante Adams 2 for 39. MVS 5 for 39. As we'll take a look here at the Pro Bowl roster, Jordan Love comes away quarterback number 1, Aaron Jones halfback 2, Davante Adams wide receiver 5, David Bakhtiari left tackle 1, Eric Jenkins left guard 2. Believe that's going to be it for there. And then we'll just kind of go down through Kenny Clark coming away, defensive tackle 3. And Adrian Amos, strong safety 1. So we had plenty of guys out there repping in the Pro Bowl. As you know, we'll just sum up. Philly got bounced in the conference championship game. Take a look here at the yearly awards as Deshaun Watson was your MVP. NFC, we got Justin Fields as your offensive player of the year. And we don't even get any love. Oh, there we go. There's some love for Jordan Love. Defensive player of the year goes to Deion Jones. Offensive rookie, Keaton Slovis. And Justin Ross coming in there at 6. Defensive rookie, Brandon Smith. I mean, look at that. They had 2 defensive rookies right there. And they absolutely destroyed us as Kyle Hamilton coming in there at 5. And Jalen Redmond at number 9. Best quarterback goes to Jordan Love. Best running back, Aaron Jones. Best receiver, Darrell Mooney. And Devontae Adams all the way down there at 5. David Bakhtiari there at the best offensive lineman. D-line goes to Aaron Donald. Linebacker, Khalil Mack. DB goes to Big Play Slay. And Brandon McManus finishes up for the kicker of the year, as we're able to go ahead and bump those up. Jordan Love up to a 91, Aaron Jones up to a 95 overall, as we'll figure out the end of the season here. As we got the recap, the Kansas City Chiefs going away with their 3rd Super Bowl championship, 34-8 over the Carolina Panthers. As you know, we already see everything for the NFC there. Pretty much NFC just rocked everything once again whenever it comes to the overall yearly awards. As we'll sum up. We know we don't have money to sign anybody from our team. We'll take a look here at retirements, see if there's anybody from our team. Richard Sherman finally retires. Malcolm Jenkins, RG3, Andrew Whitworth, Matt Pryor, Jared Cook, Joe Flacco, Ryan Reef, Jason McCourty, Antonio Brown, Stephen Wisniewski, Goskowski. So yeah, I mean, there's some big time names here within the retirements. So, the NFL, it's shaping up to be a good one. As we're here in free agency, we have absolutely no money, 9.93 in the hole. So we're going to have to make some cuts. But with that, that's going to do it here for me here for episode 2. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like I said, we're trying to go ahead and hit 25 likes on the video. And while you're at it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the little bell icon on with all the notifications. That way, every time I post or go live, you are one of the first to know. And on the screen are my socials, the Instagram, the Twitch, the Facebook. All the links are down below in the description with episode 1 of the Packers Rebuild. Make sure to go check those out. But until next time, Philly's out.